Hi, family. Thank you so much for tuning in to my channel today. My name is Gloria. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for taking the time to fellowship with me today. Today, I am going to talk about the empowerment of God when it comes to living a Christian life. So, I have a prophecy study Bible that I have recently been reading, and I stumbled upon a commentary in the Bible when I was led by the Holy Spirit to study the book of Acts. And the commentary stated that many people have excuses of becoming a Christian because they have a fear of failure to live the Christian life. And I thought that was so true. So I decided to kind of talk about it. Some people feel that the expectations of God are too much to be able to maintain. So they come to the conclusion of doing whatever makes them happy. Some people have the fear of living a holy, sin free life, and they fear that they may be judged by others, especially in the church, or they may have a fear of letting God down by not understanding the grace of God. Some people have the fear of losing their freedom or their identity because the Christian life seems to be too restrictive, especially when they have to give up a lifestyle that is not pleasing to God. They come to the conclusion of losing their sense of self in a system of rules. Sometimes it is just a matter of having the fear of rejection, especially from their family members or their friends, because their family or friends may not share the same beliefs that may result in the fear of isolation or social rejection. There is also the fear of the unknown to be considered. Christianity often calls for surrender and trust in God that can be very uncomfortable. There may be a fear of not knowing what God may ask of them, and they may not be willing to surrender because sometimes the plans that you have for your life is not the same plans that God has for your life. So you have to be able to give up what your desires are and surrender to the will of God. Some people may be suffering from emotional scars from other Christians and may have the fear of associating themselves with like minded people. They may have had bad experiences in church and decide that this is just not the life for them. It is evident that being a Christian means that you are a follower of Jesus Christ. And guess what? This means that the devil is angry because you did not choose him, which means that you will experience spiritual warfare. Most importantly, many people have the fear of not understanding the Bible. The fear of living the Christian life can seem overwhelming, and I get that. I understand. Yes, I do. But the Bible teaches in First John chapter 4 verses 18 and 19 that there is no fear in love. And God is love. If he loves you, you don't have to be afraid of him because love, perfect love, casts out fear. And God, love is perfect. But he who fears has not been made perfect in love. We love him because he first loved us. Besides overlooking the fact that we cannot be saved on the basis of good works, according to Titus chapter 3, verse 5, God provides the power to live the Christian life. So we can only trust God to carry us through this Christian life. He promised the Holy Spirit who will help us according to John chapter 16, verse 13. When you believed, you are marked in him with a seal, the promise of the Holy Spirit, according to Ephesians chapter 1, verse 13. The Holy Spirit makes your body his temple, which means you carry God's presence wherever you go. So, of course, you have to model the characters of God. The Holy Spirit will lead you in truth. The Holy Spirit will also convict you of your sin and direct you with the will of God. The Holy Spirit gives strength to do what you cannot do on your own. So that is why you don't have to depend on your own strength, because you have the Holy Spirit. He will help you to resist temptation and to walk in obedience. Having the Holy Spirit living in you does not mean that you allow the Holy Spirit to take over and you do nothing. It doesn't work that way. You must still live a Christian life. Because guess what? You have a choice. According to Romans chapter 8, verse 13, if you try to live a Christian life on your own, you will fail. And I'll say that again. If you try to live a Christian life on your own strength, you will definitely fail. You must have faith and live under the guidance of the Holy Spirit daily, not once a week, not once in a while. This is a daily lifestyle, which means you must trust the Holy Spirit to empower you, especially when it comes to resisting sin. There is no secret formula to this. You simply have to rely on the Holy Spirit for help. So, family, in my opinion, it may seem difficult living a Christian life, but honestly, it is much more difficult living in this world without God and the guidance of the Holy Spirit. So, I pray and hope that you choose wisely because, and I'll say this again, there is no formula for living a perfect life that does not come with challenges. We are guaranteed challenges in this world. So it's so much more better to live according to the will of God than trying to live in this world all by yourself. Because God created you. So what better path or direction do you want to take instead of the one that God has destined for you to have? I hope and pray that you will trust the one true living God. So, family, I hope this teaching has been helpful and a blessing to you. And I hope that it helps you navigate your life on this earth, whether you are a Christian or not, and to help you make the best decision. As always, I pray blessings over you and your family. And by the grace of God, I hope to see you in the next video. But as a reminder, Do not forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. I love you all so very much. Have a blessed one, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.